and switched out with new designs. Each group of students will require the following to assemble one test vehicle. One set of 2 test vehicle templates, one schematic template and one rim template. One piece of corrugated cardboard measuring 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. One piece of corrugated cardboard measuring 7.5 centimeters by 10 centimeters. One empty toilet paper roll. One 9-volt battery and 9-volt battery connector. One single pole double throw sub-mini toggle switch. 4 130 size toy or hobby motors. One roll of electrical tape. One roll of masking tape. And one roll of transparent tape. One hole punching tool that could be either paperclip, bamboo skewer, or strong toothpick. One pair of scissors. Full-size scissors are recommended for cutting cardboard. One bottle of white liquid glue, and 30-centimeter ruler. The entire class will also need at least one of the following items. One pair of wire strippers. 2 rolls of 22-gauge wire, one with red insulation, one with black. A manual 1-hole punch. The test vehicle assembly is broken up into 2 parts. Part 1 assembles the vehicle templates and wheels. Part 2 assembles the wiring for the test vehicle. Part 1, Step 1. Cut the toilet paper roll into 4 even rings of approximately 2.5 centimeters each. These will serve as the base wheels. Cut out and place the rim template on top of the 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter piece of cardboard. Tape down the template completely along all 4 sides using transparent tape. Cut the cardboard apart on the dotted lines to create 4 smaller pieces with one rim template taped on 2 sides to each smaller cardboard piece. Using an open paperclip, toothpick, or bamboo skewer, poke a hole through the template and cardboard at the small white dot in the center of each template. The hole should span the width of the entire black dot. Cut each rim out precisely along the template border. Uneven cutting will greatly affect wheel performance. After cutting out each wheel, remove the template. With a 2.5 centimeter by 2.5 centimeter piece of masking tape, cover the hole on the front and back of each rim. Repoke the hole through both pieces of tape. This will reinforce the hole. Do this for each of the 4 wheels. Step 5. Place one of the rims on the tabletop. Set one of the wheels around the circle. Trim any overhang off the rim, if necessary, until it fits snugly inside the wheel. Repeat this for all 4 wheels. Step 6. Using the liquid glue, place a bead of glue around the circumference of the inside of the wheel, securing the rim. A finger can be used to push the glue around the entire rim. Let the glue dry at least 30 minutes. The glue will dry fully overnight. Procedure Part 2. Step 1. Cut out the vehicle schematic template and fold it tightly over the 7.5 by 10 cm piece of cardboard. Tape the template down on all 3 open sides. Step 2. With the skewer or toothpick, poke a hole through the circle marked Power on top of the test vehicle. Using a pen, pencil, or manual 1-hole punch, make a hole on the larger circle marked Switch. Flip the vehicle over. Use a small ring of masking tape, adhesive side out, to affix one motor to each of the 4 corners of the vehicle. The wire connection should be facing up and pointing to the middle of the vehicle. The motors should be as straight as possible for best vehicle performance. Using approximately 20 centimeters of masking tape, run one long strip of tape over both motors on the left side of the vehicle and flip the remaining tape on both ends over to the top of the vehicle. Repeat this on the right side. Step 5. Reopen any holes covered up by the masking tape. They should be visible through one layer of masking tape. Step 6. Feed the 9-volt battery connector wires through the hole marked Power on the top of the vehicle so that they come out the hole on the bottom of the vehicle. Step 7. On the switch, unscrew the nut and remove any washers. Feed the switch through the bottom of the vehicle so the toggle is visible on the top of the vehicle. Screw the nut and washer back on the switch to secure it onto the vehicle. Step 8. Connect wires as indicated with black and green symbols on the diagram by twisting the bare wires together and wrapping the ends tightly with electrical tape. Some connections will require one or more extra pieces of wire with stripped ends on both sides. When taping the ends, include some of the wire insulation to secure all the connections. Use another piece of electrical tape to cover the connections on the back of the switch. To wire the test vehicle for operation, several connections will need to be made. Connections are identified on the schematic template by black and green symbols, highlighted here. These connections will consist of 2 or more wires, tightly twisted together and then secured by wrapping electrical tape around the exposed wires. Do not tape any of these connections until all wires have been assembled at the connection location. First, we will connect the 2 front motors together. Twist together the 2 wires that are closest to the front of the vehicle. Do the same for the 2 wires that are closest to the back of the vehicle. Now, we will connect the motors toward the back of the vehicle the same way. Twist together the 2 wires that are closest to the front of the vehicle. Do the same for the 2 wires that are closest to the back of the vehicle. Next, we will connect the front motors to the back motors so that all 4 motors will operate together. Take all the wires closest to the front of the vehicle from both the front and back motors and connect them with a short piece of wire. Twist the ends of this short piece of wire around the other wires that have already been twisted together. This connection near the front of the vehicle is now complete. Secure it by wrapping it with electrical tape. Now take all the wires closest to the back of the vehicle from both the front and back motors and connect them with a short piece of wire. Again, twist the ends of this short piece of wire around the other wires that have been twisted together. This connection near the back of the vehicle is now complete. Secure by wrapping it with electrical tape. Locate the black wire coming from the 9-volt battery connector and add it to the connection of wires still exposed near the back of the vehicle. This connection near the back is now complete. Secure by wrapping it with electrical tape. Locate the red wire coming from the 9-volt battery connector and connect it to the outermost terminal on the switch. Excess wire can be removed, but be sure to leave enough wire to allow for stripping to create a new exposed end. This exposed end should be wrapped around the switch terminal and secured with electrical tape. Use another small piece of wire to complete the wiring on the switch. As in the previous step, the exposed wire should be wrapped around the middle switch terminal and secured with electrical tape. Connect the other end of this small wire to the remaining exposed connection near the front of the vehicle. This connection near the front of the vehicle is now complete, secure by wrapping it with electrical tape. This animation will help to explain how the circuit is connected. Electricity from the positive terminal of the battery runs to the switch. When the switch is activated, the electricity moves through the wire to all 4 motors now wired in parallel. After performing the work to turn the motors, the current flows back through the other wires until the wires rejoin and return to the negative terminal of the battery. Step 9. Connect the 9-volt battery to the battery connector and secure it to the top of the vehicle using electrical tape. Do not activate the switch until the vehicle is fully assembled. Step 10. On each of the 4 motors, roll a 2.5 centimeter piece of masking tape around the spinning shaft. This will create a gripping surface for the wheels. Cut off the excess tape beyond the metal shaft on a diagonal to easily push the wheels onto the motors. Step 11. Affix the base wheels onto the motors, making sure not to push them so far that they rub against the vehicle as they spin. Step 12. Flip the switch to test the circuit. All motors should be spinning in such a way that the wheels are all rolling forward. If one or more motors are spinning backwards or not spinning at all, check that the wire connections match the schematic and are tight. If the vehicle works, secure the wires flat to the bottom of the vehicle with masking tape.